Well, listen, the reason I answered you with a comment yesterday instead of a video was because it wouldn't let me video. My machine's been a little quirky, but let's talk about this. So, you're telling me Inoue started fighting for titles at 5-0. Well, let me say this, and this is a long-standing thing in boxing. It's very different in the lighter weight classes. You know, one of the things you'll see in the lighter weight classes that's very common is you'll see Thai fighters with their gym name as their last name because last names and whatnot are a little bit different over there, and I guess they're representing that are essentially Thai boxers, but come over to boxing and compete. And why is that? Listen, so men being small enough to make 105, which is I guess straw weight, right? 108 junior flyweight and flyweight 112. Is not very common in certain parts of the world, but in Asia and Latin America, it's more common. Consequently, there's less fighters. You're dealing with like a part of the world, right? And so sometimes guys get into the championship ranks very early, right? Maybe they've had an amateur career, maybe their strength is already proven, or maybe not. Maybe they're just killers at that weight class and they can rush them along. I'm telling you, I'm training with a flyweight killer just like that. That should be UFC bound shortly. He just throws so many punches. He hits me 8 times before I could see him. But Jeff Fenech was the original Inoue. Jeff Fenech won a title at Bantam. Junior Bantam, Bantam, and then Junior Feather, and then he went up, or maybe it was the other way. Maybe it was Bantam, Junior Feather, and then he should have won the title at Junior Lightweight versus Zuma Nelson, but they robbed him in Las Vegas. He started cussing out Don King in the middle of the ring. It's funny, you never see that video of him cussing out Don King. That's because that was back when King had more control of boxing. I should say total control of boxing. But in any event, for Inoue or Jeff Fenech or whatnot, it is a lot easier to win titles quicker. I mean, part of the reason, forget the fact that there's not so many humans in that size range. The size range is also very small, right? Like 105 to 108, it's 3 pounds, right? You get a whole nother weight class and a whole nother world title in 3 pounds. You go up another 4 pounds and suddenly you're at flyweight, right? Like, so 105 to 112 is 3 world titles right there for you. So a guy who's really dominant, really good, that amount of weight doesn't mean anything to him. He moves up and he wins title after title. And I think it's very cool. I mean, there's nothing that makes a guy famous and worth watching than winning multiple titles like that. It attracts our attention, right? Otherwise, they might be, hidden secrets. And I'm glad they're not hidden secrets. I'm glad we get to see Jeff Fenech and now Monster Inoue right out in front. And I wish we could see Monster at a regular time, but that's called life, man. The money he makes in Japan now is so much he doesn't need to come to America. Much like Jeff Fenech didn't need to come outside of Australia, but there it is. Everybody, like and follow for more on the fight.